Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here, and today I wanted to go over some brand new leaked information for the ZETSUBOU Zombies map coming in the Eclipse map pack, which is called ZETSUBOU no SHIMA. Now I'm sorry that I am late on this information, but this information did in fact come out whilst I was on holiday, and I had a load of pre-recorded videos going up whilst I was on holiday, but I said that I would be covering all the information when I am back, and here I am today. So yeah, as I said, I'm sorry that I am late for this information. Now what I've decided to do within this video is, first of all, I'm going to go over every single bit of leaked information regarding ZETSUBOU no SHIMA that we know so far, and I'm going to go over all of that information before I get into the new leaked information. And the reason for me actually doing this is because all of this information was given to us before we even knew the map would be called ZETSUBOU no SHIMA, and it was given to us before we had any official information and before we knew what the map pack would be called. But now that we actually know what the map pack's called, there was probably a lot more people hyped and wanting to find out information about this map that probably missed all of the information which I covered previously on my channel, and that's my reasoning behind covering all of the leaked information that we had previously. So we're going to get into that leaked information now, and you can see a timestamp on screen if you already know about all of the prior leaked information, so you can skip forward and find out about the new leaked information. So let's get right into it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you are in fact new to the channel, and drop a like if you've enjoyed it by the end of it. Now the first bit of information that we do in fact know is that there's going to be Takeo's Katana on this map, and we think that it's actually going to be called the KT4, and we know this from the game's code. Now this KT4 can be upgraded, and it can in fact be upgraded to then be called the Masamoni. Now we don't know how this katana is going to work in any way. Now this is obviously Takeo's katana, and now that we in fact have the cutscene, the intro cutscene for ZETSUBOU no SHIMA, we once again saw Takeo's katana in action. But not only that, the Division 9, the members on the boat, they also had the katana as well, and they did in fact take Takeo's katana off of him. So there'll probably be some sort of mini Easter egg to get the katana back, and then we'll be able to upgrade it again via another mini Easter egg. Now some people were speculating that since it's called the KT4, maybe there will be 4 different types of katana, just like we had the 4 different upgraded bows on Dyson Draka, and just like we also had the 4 different staffs on Origins. This could be quite possible. Maybe we'll have the original katana, the KT4, and it'll be able to upgrade it into 4 different Masamonis. Now, I covered a leak on my channel a while ago talking about the fact that there may be 4 different upgraded katanas, one being Boreas's katana, one being Pontus's katana, one being Zeus's katana, and one being Hectate's katana. Now, I'm not sure how much of this is real. I really don't know. I definitely do know we will be seeing Takeo's katana on this map, but I don't know for sure that we will be seeing 4 different upgraded katanas, or whether we'll just be seeing the one. Only time will tell. Now moving on to the next bit of leaked information, we will in fact be seeing spiders on ZETSUBOU no SHIMA. Now there's going to be a boss on this map known as a Thrasher, and this Thrasher is actually going to have spores on its side. Now we're going to be able to actually shoot these spores, and that's how we're going to be killing this boss, just like we had to shoot the Margwa's head when it opened its mouth on Shadows of Evil. Now these spores will in fact be able to regrow, so we're going to have to shoot all of them off to finally be able to kill it before they do regrow. And this is going to be absolutely awesome, because we know this map is going to be set in the Pompeii Islands, and it's going to have heavy links into the Lemurians, and they actually performed mutations, and they also interbred with a lot of the animals and not plants, just the animals on the map. And I know that sounds really weird, but it caused a lot of the animals to mutate, and we'll probably be seeing some sort of mutated spider on this map. As well as the fact that Division 9 have been doing crazy experiments on this map, which are essentially the Japanese version of Group 935. They have also been doing crazy experiments on this map with Element 115, which has caused the plants and also the animals to mutate. And that's why we see these weird sort of pod-like things on the image of ZETSUBOU no SHIMA, and those are some sort of plant that has mutated. Now this Thrasher boss will in fact be able to engulf you, because if you die and bleed out whilst you're near this boss, it will initiate some sort of mini cutscene where you'll see your player getting eaten by the Thrasher. Now, according to the Call of Duty wiki, the Thrashers are enemies that appear in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies, obviously in ZETSUBOU no SHIMA. They are spider-like creatures that are able to shoot spores and paralyze the player. They have their own close-up attack and may go into a berserk mode and will have their own unique animation when they kill the player where they eat it. Now, we know that ZETSUBOU no SHIMA is probably going to be one of the scariest maps to date. It's going to have a very, very dark atmosphere, and there's going to be a lot of very, very crazy and scary mutated creatures, one being the Thrashers slash spiders, and we'll probably be seeing even more as well, such as these mutated plants and stuff like that. Now, we're also going to be seeing the Skull of Nansapwa on this map, which I believe to either to be the specialist weapon on this map. However, within this new leak, which we'll be talking about later on within this video, we have even more information regarding the Skull of Nansapwa, so we're going into more depth regarding that later on within this video. Now, within the game's code, it seems like we're also going to be seeing the spike launcher that we see within the Nightmare Zombies campaign within Black Ops 3 and also within the regular campaign. We're going to be seeing that as some sort of specialist weapon slash wonder weapon on this map as well. Now, I'm not sure whether the Skull of Nansapwa and also the spike launcher are the same weapon or whether they're going to be separate weapons. Now, the spike launcher launches demolition spikes at enemies and then detonates them for a massive explosion with 3 melee damage. Now, there's also going to be some sort of spider trap on this map as well. I'm not sure how this spider trap will work. Maybe it's going to be like the chain trap that we saw on Shadows of Evil, but this time it's going to have spider webs, or maybe it'll be something like the zombies go in through this spider trap and then it will cause like mini spiders to start ravaging the zombies and kill them. Honestly, this trap could be a varying different range of things depending on different people's ideas, but there's going to be some sort of spider trap on this map. Now, within the game's code, it also talks about a P1 pistol being on this map, as well as some sort of Semtex grenade, which could in fact be the Widow's Wine grenade, so Widow's Wine could be returning on this map as well as it talks about the Arasaki rifle possibly being on this map, and some sort of Type 100 assault rifle, and also the Venom Haze. Okay, so now that's pretty much everything, all of the leaked information that we had prior to making this video. Now, I know that a lot of you probably have already heard all of that information multiple times within my videos, but I just thought I would repeat it because I know that there is a lot of people who won't have watched the previous videos. Okay, so I just need to give a huge shout out to KPC Movies, and I will link his Twitter down in this video's description. He did in fact provide this information, this new leaked information, to Glitching Queen, and I'll also link Glitching Queen's channel down in this video's description as well. But this KPC Movies guy was the one who found out this information, so full credit goes to him. And I'll pull up an image of the game's code now, which gives us some new information in regards to DLC 2, which is obviously ZETSUBOU no SHIMA, and it gives us information regarding a brand new Gobblegum going to be in DLC 2, as well as it gives us even more information regarding the Skull of Nansapwa, which I'm going to go into more depth as well within this video. Now, there's going to be a new Gobblegum on this map known as Oil Spill. Now, I'm not sure if that's the code name for this map or whether it's the actual name. Now, this Gobblegum is going to have a similar effect to the Sliquifier, the wonder weapon that we saw on Die Rise within Black Ops 2. So it's probably going to leave some sort of liquid projectile on the ground which will cause zombies to sort of melt or disintegrate around you. Now, in regards to the game's code regarding the Skull of Nansapwa, what it actually says is it says window.current.active and then it says lightning projectile. So this wonder weapon, whatever it may be, is going to fire some sort of lightning projectile. Now, it seems like the Skull of Nansapwa is going to be the specialist weapon on this map, and it will require you to kill 30 zombies for it to actually recharge. Now, within the game's code, it also says Takio.dash Skull of Nansapwa dash Pack-a-Punch dash Thunderwolf DG10, and then it says trigger cutscene DLC 2 cutscene. So basically, this wonder weapon, the Skull of Nansapwa, will be able to be upgraded or Pack-a-Punch launched in a way which will upgrade it to the Thunderwolf DG10, which just sounds absolutely insane because the name is a mixture between the Thunder Gun and also the Wunderwaffe. And again, it's in relation to Takeo in some way, shape or form. Now, this weapon is going to revolve around some sort of thunder-based weapon. Now, the reasoning behind this is because it's based off of a god, a thunder god, and that's why this weapon's going to all revolve around thunder. Now, on screen now you can see an image, and this is quite possibly what the Skull of Nan Sapwa may actually look like. It may be some sort of melee weapon, and this information was provided to me on Twitter by Carrot, and I'll link his YouTube channel down in this video's description because he's done some in-depth research somehow. This guy literally knows everything about the game somehow. And there's this site on there's this site which I'll actually put an image of on screen, which gives information about an ancient Japanese thunder weapon, and I think that's what this Skull of Nan Sapwa is in fact going to be. And it says the identification of the Neolithic stone axes as well as meteorites and other unusual stones with thunderbolts is a feature of the folklore of many peoples throughout the world and has been the subject of considerable scholarly research. In China, this identification of thunderbolts with Neolithic stone axes is known as early as the Tang Dynasty. In Japan, it has often been noted in modern times, and even archaeologists employ such quaint terms as thunder axe or thunder club and also thunder pestle for stone axes, stone maces, usually with distinct phallic quantities, and stone mallets or picks. But early references to these names for the Thunderbolts are not known in Japan, and one can reasonably assume that they are relatively recent borrowings from China, where Thunder Axe is the general term for these stone weapons. However, these are several small pieces of evidence which do hint at the possibility that the Japanese already at a very early date shared the widespread belief that stone weapons were thunderbolts. The possible etymology of Ikazuku, the ancient Japanese word for thunder, offers our first hint. Ikuazuku, I believe, may originally have meant the August Ika Club Tujiku. Now, this may in fact be what the Skull of Nan Sapwa is, and it's some sort of melee weapon. Now, obviously, this map is all regarding Japan, as Division 9 are essentially the Japanese version of Group 935, and I will link a video down in this video's description that's over half an hour long and explains the storyline of this map and what we know so far regarding this map and how it's going to tie into the Lemuria and how it's going to tie into Cthulhu and the Cthulhu mythos and how it's going to all relate into trying to kill Takeo and how it's going to relate into Division 9 and all of the weird mutated creatures that we will be seeing on this map, as Division 9 have been experimenting on plants and animals with Element 115. But yeah, that's pretty much all the leaked information that we know so far regarding the DLC 2 Zombies map for Black Ops 3, part of the Eclipse map pack called ZETSUBOU no SHIMA. It's going to be set in the Pompeii Islands, obviously. As he said, this has been a bit of a long one, and as he said, most of you probably already knew most of this information, apart from this new information, which I just provided with you guys. But anyways, that's going to conclude today's video. So anyways, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe for the latest and greatest Black Ops 3 Zombies news information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.